Apollo program. The Apollo program was a series of human spaceflight missions conducted by the United States between 1961 and 1972. Its primary goal was to land humans on the Moon and bring them back safely to Earth. The program was led by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, and is considered one of the most significant achievements in the history of space exploration. Key milestones and missions of the Apollo program. Apollo 1, AS-204. This was the first planned crewed mission of the Apollo program. However, a cabin fire during a pre-launch test on January 27, 1967, resulted in the tragic deaths of astronauts Gus Grissom, Ed White, and Roger B. Chaffee. Apollo 7. This was the first successful crewed mission of the Apollo program. It launched on October 11, 1968, with astronauts Wally Schirra, Don Eisele, and Walter Cunningham aboard. The mission was an Earth orbital test flight. Apollo 8. This historic mission took place from December 21 to 27, 1968. It was the first crewed spacecraft to leave Earth's orbit and orbit the Moon. Astronauts Frank Borman, James Lovell, and William Anders became the first humans to see the far side of the Moon and witness Earthrise from space. Apollo 9. Launched on March 3, 1969, this mission was a test of the lunar module in Earth's orbit. It was the first time the lunar module was tested with both astronauts in their spacesuits. Apollo 10. This mission was a dress rehearsal for the moon landing. Launched on May 18, 1969, the spacecraft entered lunar orbit but did not land on the Moon's surface. Apollo 11, the most famous mission of the Apollo program. Launched on July 16, 1969, it was the first crewed mission to land on the Moon. Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Edwin "Buzz" Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the lunar surface on July 20, 1969, while Michael Collins orbited above in the command module. Apollo 12 to Apollo 17. These missions continued the exploration of the Moon, with successful landings on Apollo 12, November 1969, Apollo 14, February 1971, Apollo 15, July 1971, Apollo 16, April 1972, and Apollo 17, December 1972. Apollo 17 marked the final mission of the program. Apollo 17's mission was particularly notable as it included the longest moonwalk and the first scientist astronaut, Harrison Schmitt, to visit the lunar surface. The Apollo program achieved its primary objective of landing humans on the Moon and safely bringing them back to Earth. It provided valuable scientific data, enhanced our understanding of the Moon's geology, and left a lasting legacy in the field of space exploration. The Apollo program also demonstrated the United States' technological and engineering capabilities during the space race with the Soviet Union.